Hey, so I wanted to make a quick video tonight. I've been writing out all my titles, roles, and responsibilities that I feel obligated to carry out right now, and I just want to spend about 30 seconds to a minute talking about each one. I wasn't going to make a video about this until Rebecca suggested that a lot of the times why I make the rest of my family videos is for us to look back on, to be able to remember, because there's videos of Monty when he was 6 months old, and I go back and watch him now that he's almost 2, and I don't even remember what he looked like, so I find it very special to look back on those videos. And I wanted to make this video for mainly Monty and Malachi because I'm gonna get sad thinking about it. They're gonna be in the same situation that I'm in one day, where I'm a dad and a husband, and I think it'll be cool if they can get to see me, or even their kids, and they know that me as their granddad was 23 and stressed out about everything. So I feel emotional. The first, I don't know why I can't get it together. I think it's because I turned the camera on and I'm feeling emotional. Alright, the first subject, the first title, role, and responsibility I wrote is dad and husband. I wrote the pressure to be patient and carry out everyday tasks like diapers and soothing babies while being stressed about money. And then I made a list of stuff that stresses me out, like I made a list of stuff that comes along with being a dad and a husband that stresses me out, and it's the grocery store, lawn maintenance, paying rent, the stress of buying a house in the future, and money in general. So the second title, role, and responsibility I have on my list is my family, not Rebecca's family, just like my personal family that I grew up with. I will have a thing for in-laws later, but I'm gonna try to say this. I'm actually re-recording because I recorded one long thing and I just kind of vented out, and I didn't like the way it sounded. I was sounding very ungrateful and bratty, like I didn't have a good life growing up. I did have a good life, but I'm making this for Monty and Malachi, and they're gonna be men, and they're gonna be men one day, and they're gonna have this weight on their shoulders that they feel like they can't carry, and I want them to know that it's okay, you know, like you can keep going. So under family, I started all of them with pressure too. So like you just feel this urgency to make things happen. So I said the pressure to seem happy when nobody else in my family gets along with each other. I just want Monty and Malachi, when you watch this, to know that, like, even when things seem so crazy and kind of messed up and not normal, that's normal. It's not normal, but it's okay. Okay, your mom's here. We were watching the video before I posted it, and she had something to say because she didn't think I said it the right way.
That is not what I said. You asked me what I thought, and this is what I thought. I just wanted to say the point that you were trying to make, I feel like could be said a little bit differently, which is whenever things are going terribly and you feel like your world is ending because nothing is normal around you, and you know everybody's arguing or everybody's fighting or not getting along, you can look at this video of your dad and then look at him in your life now and realize, you know, like he's okay now and things ended up working out. Whether people worked out their differences or not, it's gonna be okay, because that's just how life works. It's whenever you're going through something and it's so hard, you feel like your world is ending, take encouragement in knowing that you can look at this video and know now, you know, the phase that we're in now, it can be really hard for us sometimes with family not getting along, money struggles, finding out places to live, raising babies, and know that this is just a phase in your life. And eventually you're going to be in another phase in your life. And life just goes on. And you just have to go with it instead of trying to obsess over everything that's wrong right now. Look at your big picture and where you're going to be, 15 years down the road. Maybe when you guys are watching this, when you're 15 years old, our world is completely different now than it will be then. And it can be encouraging to know that things change over time, life goes on, everybody has struggles just like you are and just like you do. I think that's all.
She's a better talker than me. And a better looker. You can do it. One way that I kind of help myself get through this, because I feel, in a sense, I mean this with no disrespect to the men that stepped up in my life, because another thing, I have my next issue, I wrote daddy issues, just because I have Bill in my life. Bill's my dad. He stepped up to be the man, and I couldn't ask for a better dad. But my biological father is not in the picture. And it just lingers in the back of my mind, and it's kind of a heavy thought as to just say, why did he not choose me? And I know there's many men in my position that feel this way, but I'm gonna cry. That's why I have such an obligation to my children. I want them to know that I love them. Alright. I don't know if I post this. I'm like crying like crazy. Alright. What I was saying before the daddy issues subject, one way that I kind of deal with this, that I mean no disrespect to the men that helped to step up and raise me, is that you gotta, I feel like there wasn't a path paved for me in order that there was like a role model to show me the way to properly do things. So one way I kind of forced myself to get through it is to just go with my gut and trust myself. And anytime I'm really anxious, this is to Monty and Malachi, because I'm gonna mess up, and you're gonna be like, I'm not being like Dad. He's I don't know, he's messed up. I'm not trying to be like that guy. So if I mess up, or you exceed if I make it this far in life and you make it this far, and I don't have the answers to your questions, you have to trust your gut. Trust yourself. You're going to make the right decisions if you think about it and you worry about it long enough. And you're not just making reckless decisions, and you actually care about what you're doing. An example I wanted to provide you guys with of a time that I had to make a decision that nobody had the answer to, that I don't want to sound like a brat. I know I've already said that a couple times, because I had a great life, and I call Bill, I call my dad all the time and ask him questions that I don't know the answers to, and he helps me out. But I wanted to share an example for you guys of a situation where I didn't have the answer to the question, and I had to trust my gut, and I happened to be right. But I worried about it, and I thought about it for a long time, and I was able to make the best decision, and it ended up working out because I trusted my gut. So the decision was, I wasn't necessarily sure that my benefits were going to work out for this past semester of school that I went to, because I was meeting the deadline pretty fast, and I had to wait to get approved for my degree in order to enroll in the classes to get my benefits, and it was a whole crazy nonsense. But basically, I kind of just took a step back, and I said, you know what, I'm just going to enroll, and what happens, happens, and it ended up working out. So Just trust yourself when you don't know what to do. Title, role, and responsibility number 3 is church. I said the pressure to attend Sunday service in small groups on Wednesdays. I mean, 2 days out of the week is a lot, right? Something that I struggle with, I think because I was not raised in the church, is that nobody really knows if God is real or not. It's called faith, and because of your faith, you're choosing to believe that God is real. It's all really confusing to me, but I know that I feel better when I regularly attend church, so I always make an effort to go. I don't know. For my in-laws, I wrote pressure to provide for their only daughter and only sister in their family, and it looks like I'm trying to figure out, I gotta look like I know what I'm doing, but I don't. Student. My next title, role, and responsibility as a student is pressure to do good at tasks that I know will have no meaning, and the teachers are just putting me through the ringer. But these classes are essential to setting up my family for generational wealth in order to buy a rental property, because rental properties are passive income. Passive, I mean, they're not a 9-to-5, but the rental properties are taxed less than regular wages. So, no job, no loan to buy the duplex. So that's why I got to finish school to get the job, to get the loan, to get the duplex. We're going to live in one side, rent out the other side. I have this plan in my mind, and you're going to see. Another thing as a student is just late nights and deadlines because of homework. It is what it is. The next title, role, and responsibility is my dreams and aspirations. I want to grow my YouTube channel. I would love to professionally do CrossFit. It's kind of been a dream of mine since I was little. I don't know how tangible that is anymore. Obtainable, tangible, whatever word you want. I want to train people and make a difference in their lives, and I want to buy a rental property. I want to scale my vending business to make a decent profit while only having to run the vending route once a week. I think that's pretty cool. I'm really into passive income like rental properties and vending machines. I think it's cool to not be a slave. That sounds bad. It's cool to not be like a slave to your job. I mean, if you're working 9-to-5 and you got to take the other hours out of the day to work on something that's going to make you money while you're sleeping. Another dream and aspiration I have is to get a house on the lake. My final thoughts: why can't all the roles I play intertwine? Why do they seem so far apart? And I don't really know the answer to that. I just know that there's no possible scenario where, like, the people I go to school with and the people I go to church with and my family and I like to work out, and there's no possible scenario where all of these things intertwine together. So yeah, I think that's it. So those are all my roles, titles, and responsibilities that I feel obligated as a man right now to carry out. And Monty and Malachi, if you're watching this, also Mila, you need to listen to this too. Maybe not all of it, but yeah, all of it. You gotta listen to it. And if I leave you with one final message, I would say, even when everything feels like it's crashing down on you and you're so stressed out, that you've got to not just shut down. You just got to keep grinding through it, keep working hard, being nice to people. There were times when I first joined the Navy in Virginia that I felt like the world was crashing down on me. I was, 400 miles away from home by myself trying to figure things out and sleeping on my friend's couch, and it just didn't seem like there was a light at the end of the tunnel sometimes. So, but I mean, I made it. I got out of the Navy. I had y'all. I'm married. I'm going to school. Things are still crazy, as I just explained to y'all, but just keep working hard and being nice to people. All right. I love y'all. Bye.